I'm back with a special edition. Hello, everyone, and welcome to Let's Talk Raptors. I'm your host, Atishan, my channel where you get reviews, analysis, predictions, and hot takes on all things Raptors as well as some NBA. So, like I said in my video from yesterday, the Raptors are on a 4-game winning streak, and they're looking like a team that is going to be very competitive in the East. But there are a few things that the Raptors need to improve on, and certain things have just happened which can give us a good advantage going forward. So without further ado, let's talk Raptors improvement spots. So number one is, for some reason, it's just, I know people are going to hate me for saying this, it's gotta be that Milwaukee Bucks. We just released DeMarcus Cousins, and I think the Raptors need to pick him up. Why? Because it seems like all of our centers that we have, Khem Birch, Precious Achiuwa, Chris Boucher, whether you play Pascal at the 5, Justin Champagnie, all of our guys are, first of all, 6'9", and they are lean built. We need one guy with a big booty, kind of like DeMarcus Cousins, like a Joel Embiid, like a, forgot what his name was, the guy in Denver. Damn it, I always confuse this guy. The Joker. Fuck it. And all of like Dwight Howard, those type of guys who are able to bang underneath. And the Bucks just gave us an opportunity to sign DeMarcus Cousins. Now I know our roster spots are filled up, and we've used our exceptions for the COVID cases, but I think we can release Isaac Bonga or David Johnson, or if absolutely necessary, possibly trade one of the bench pieces to open up a spot and pick up DeMarcus Cousins on a veteran minimum, which will be cheap for us, and give him a chance, because we do need that big body to be able to deal with, the heavy hitters like Joel Embiid in the East, Vucevic for Chicago Bulls, all of those guys. And he showed us yesterday that he still has something left in the tank. Yes, his defense isn't that great, but the way everybody plays, like all the remaining 4 spots, whether it's Fred, Pascal, OG, Gary Trent, Scotty Barnes, any other guys surrounding him are so defensive oriented that DeMarcus Cousins' shortcomings on the defensive end will be covered. And I think the Raptors need to pounce on this, because we need that one guy, and somebody as good as DeMarcus Cousins on a veteran minimum isn't going to be easy to get in the future. So I think the Raptors should pick him up, unless our team has already done it, but I didn't see anything in the news about that. So we got to pick him up, man. Honestly, even if he just comes off the bench or whenever we need him to bang with a big body. I'm not saying release Khem Birch or Precious Achiuwa or reduce their minutes, but we got to have that big guy. We don't have that. Second thing I think the Raptors can improve on, key takeaways, just going into my routine. Anyways, is for what I have seen in the fourth quarter from Gary Trent Jr. I think that he should be the guy who has the ball in the fourth quarter whenever we need a bucket, because he's shown that he has the ability to not get nervous, not stress about the moment, and just nail the shot, because he is that good. He's able to create off of the bounce. He's able to move without the ball. He has the step back to create space. He has the ability to dribble to the rim, even though his finishing is not all that spot. And I've said this before, but he has shown that he can take and make big shots, just like he did yesterday. Just like he did, I think it was a game against Philadelphia where he put us, we were stuck in this hole and he got us there. And he's a good free throw shooter. So whenever you get, he missed one yesterday, but even if he does, somebody fouls him, he is able to go to the line and nail those free throws. And that's somebody who should be the primary closer for the Raptors, and Nick Nurse needs to give him that chance. I know people want Pascal, I know people want Freddie, but they are just as good. I'm not saying they're not as good. If they have an open shot, give it to them. But when you need it created and you need that shot, like how DeMar DeRozan used to do it or Kawhi Leonard used to do it, the guy that can do it is Gary Trent Jr. He needs to have that ball, and he needs to be our closer if we are to succeed and close out, ball games that are, nip and tuck. So That's my second, thing that the Raptors can improve on or make changes to continue what they're doing. And the third and last thing, and I've said this and I will keep on saying this, the Raptors need to improve their bench, whether it's getting a center or whether it is getting help, for in a guard or a small forward. Um, Now the Raptors need to move Scotty Barnes to the back, the bench to give us that productivity coming off of the bench. But he still needs that assistance. I don't think Svi has done well this season. Maybe coming out of COVID protocols, he might have some sort of change altogether. Same thing with Utah. Utah's good, but he's not that, catch and shoot guy or that 3-point specialist that we need. We have enough defense. We need offense off of our bench. And that's where I also think Chris Boucher needs to be traded, whether it is for a guard or a young piece like Jalen Smith from Phoenix, whether it's for a center position or a guard position, right? Like I said. So the Raptors need to improve their bench, because if they can't improve their bench, by the time we get to the playoffs, our starters are going to be run into the ground. They are going to be tired and they won't be able to bang as much or be as physical, because that's what playoffs are. They won on defense, they won on physicality, they won on, grinding through the whole season, and the healthiest team usually wins. And that's how it always works most of the time. Well, not always, but most of the time. So the Raptors need to make some moves. And like I said, they need to either target Buddy Hield. Might be a difficult because of the, I don't think Sacramento's going to want Goran Dragic or Chris Boucher on an expiring deal and stuff like that. But there's other guards out there. Indiana's blowing it up, so that you can possibly try to get somebody off their bench, or try to swing for Karis LeVert, who's injury prone. Indiana might be open to it, never know. Or go for, if you're not going to sign DeMarcus Cousins, go for Jalen Smith, who's in the Phoenix Suns, to get yourself a center. Trade Chris Boucher. He's on a rookie deal, so he's going to come cheap. So you can trade Chris Boucher or a couple of draft picks with another bench piece, or young, like somebody like Malachi and stuff like that. So the Raptors need to get this together. They need to make these improvements. I honestly, the main reason I made this video is that the Raptors need to pounce on signing DeMarcus Cousins, because a player like that doesn't come around often. And I know people are going to be worried, hey, we don't need him, he bad attitude, this and that. Those things are in the past. Honestly, he seems like he has matured, and people aren't just willing to give him that chance. And he's shown yesterday that he still got game. And I think in a system like the Raptors, where everybody's united, him coming in, he's not going to think he's an alpha. He's been put in his place by the league, and he's going to act like one of the pieces that we do need, whether it's off the bench, whether it's starting, whether it's, not getting minutes altogether. And that's something that the Raptors need to look at very, very much. So that's all I have for you guys for this video. Tomorrow, who do we play? I don't remember. But anyways, tomorrow we play, and I will give you guys a post-game analysis as well as a reaction afterwards. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Hope you guys agree to mine. If you don't, leave a comment in the comment section. We can talk about it. And hit that like and subscribe button on the channel. I'm almost to 60 subscribers. Looking for that round figure there, guys. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy the rest of your week, and I will see you guys tomorrow.